Yan, nakita mo screen ko? Good. So, halimbawa, mag-drawing ako ngayon ng fictional na chart. Ganito yun. Tapos dito, medyo nag-consolidate na siya. Medyo nag-flattened. Dito, nag-uptrend, diba? Uptrend. Trending yan. Pero dito, nag-flattened. So, so there is a resistance somewhere here na hindi siya ma-break. Now, in order for this resistance to be broken like that, there must be also a big volume. Volume, pag sinabi nating volume, yung amount of shares na pumapasok sa stock na yan. So, yung volume is minsan mababa siya. Minsan medyo mataas kaysa sa previous. Minsan napakaliit lang. Hanggang sa mayroon tayong average volume na na-draw dito. Halimbawa, ganyan. So, ito below average, ito above average, below average, above average. So, if there is a move like breaking out like this, there must be a corresponding big amount of volume for us to be confident na sustainable yung breakout na yan. Ano ba yung ibig kong sabihin na sustainable? Meaning to say, convincing na yung volume na yan is hindi lang basta-basta na volume na nag-break sa na yan, sa resistance. Kasi pag hindi siya sustainable, meaning to say, konti lang yung volume, halimbawa, ganyan lang. So, erase na natin to. So, ganyan lang yung height ng volume, below average, or mas maliit pa, like that. Ang tendency niyan is to go up, then go back down. Like that. So, that is an example of not sustainable breakout or false breakout. False breakout, fake breakout. So, our job as an investor is to make sure that the breakout is always sustainable. Okay? So, sa ghost month, there is only, usually hindi sa lahat ng stocks, usually there is only a small amount of volume. That's why in every breakout, it can happen na there is only small amount of volume coming in, which makes a false breakout that it can go back. So, in that case na, halimbawa, bibili ka at that price, kasi paniwala mo na, oy, mag-pre-breakout, may breakout na. So, bumili ka dyan, but the volume is low, then you are caught in a trap na nakabili ka, then later on, bumaba ulit yung price. In that case, parang paper loss na to. Diba? Parang magiging red yung portfolio. I mean, that particular stock. So, the point is, sa ghost month, there is a minimum volume coming into the market kasi yung mga institutions, especially Chinese investors or those investors who believe in ghost month are not investing kasi malas daw. Malas yung Pero, then I think around September first week, second week yung end. So actually, ghost month is a good opportunity for you to spot stocks that are going the price of that stock is going low. Then in that case, you may consider a buying opportunity for that stock. But of course, you need to check via technical analysis. Alright? So for today, kailangan muna nating i-recall yung ginawa natin. So I will do some analysis. Then in that case, ma-re-review natin yung previous topics. Alright? So, and the next will be Fibonacci, retracement, and extension. Then volume analysis. So, itong describe ko sa iyo is actually about volume. So, volume analysis. But there is an indicator called on-balance volume. Then, matututunan mo ngayon kung paano gamitin to. And using that indicator together with the price action. So, movement of the stock price and the volume correlation. So, again, every move or trend, it must be followed by the same trend of the volume. Kung uptrend yung stock, the volume should be uptrending also or going high for the stock to continue going high. What about if the stock is going high but the volume is going low? In that case, later on, sooner or later, the stock will reverse. That's the point. So, the price action and the volume correlation. So, we will discuss that later. ADX is a very simple indicator. It only indicates if there is a trend or there is no trend. So, if kung going high yung ADX indicator, it means there is a trend. But if it is going in this way, there is no trend. Going back again, there is a trend, there is no trend. So, very easy lang. Then, sample analysis using those indicators na diniscuss ko. Especially yung Fibonacci, retracement, and extension. So, Fibonacci, it's good to use to determine support and resistance automatically. And the extension, the Fibonacci extension, is good to use for anticipating a target price. Alright? So, it will be much clearer later on. Alright, so do you have a favorite stock that you want me to analyze for you? Ano yun? Ano yun? Robinson? Robinson Land Corporation. RLC. Robin Land. Okay, so ano ba yung stock na gusto mong i-analyze natin? Robinson's Land. Ito. Okay, so SM. Alright, so SM. So, okay. Streaming chart. Then, enlarge. So, first and foremost, this is a daily chart. Convert that to candlestick. Then try to check the 1 week. So as you can see, yung trend is here going flat, a little bit higher and uptrending, and going flat, uptrending and going flat, or a little bit going down. So the next na gagawin mo is i-check mo rin yung higher level perspective, which is the 1 week chart. Ano ba yung talaga yung long term na ano niya, movement. So, in this case, kung nag-i-invest ka sa SM since 2014, there is already a considerable growth of your stock. Kasi kung nabili mo siya at 466, after 3 years, nandito na siya, 821. So, it can only show that in stock market, if you invest in the longer term, and if you invest in a good company, proven and tested company, and we know that SM is really a good company, very strong brand, it will stay in the market for 10, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years later. That's a good company for long term. Without even checking any financial statement, we can say that SM is really a good company, right? Kasi mga Pinoy talaga, SM is about malls, right? Alam mo naman, mga shopping centers, alam mo naman yung mga Pinoy. So, itong industry na to about malls, shopping, it's a very, very good business in the Philippines kasi yung mga Pinoy are really good consumers. Marami sa mga Pinoy na after sa sweldo, pupunta agad sa mall at mamimili. So, who is the one which is profiting from that? Of course, the malls. Hindi mo mapipigilan ang mga Pinoy na mag-shopping kasi yan talaga ang hilig nila. Di ba? Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. So, that's why SM is one of the best companies to invest. And actually, SM is really taking a big part of the Philippine Stock Exchange Index sa PSEI. Ito yung index ng Philippine stock market. So, ito yung nagsasaad kung gaano ka lakas yung economy. I mean, the stock sa Pilipinas. So, it is composed of around 30 plus companies. Then, a big part of that, so the weight is one of those big companies inside that PSEI is SM. So, isang component yan, si SM. Yung iba, Ayala Corporation, BPI, BDO, Cebu Pacific, yun ang components ng PSCI. Then, parang tinototal sila, ina-average sila. Then, nagiging isang chart din, like this. And actually, isang chart yan. PSCI. So, ayan. Pwede ka rin mag-invest sa, sa index na to. So, this is called index fund. PSEI index. So, usually, kung tumataas si SM, tumataas din yung PSEI. Parang reflection siya ng SM. See? Kung i-compare natin, okay, this is one day, pero natin sa 1 week. Okay, medyo iba siya. Actually, pwede nating ilagay dito. PSEI. Tingnan mo. Nag-uptrend. Uptrending din siya. Ito yung PSEI. Yung purple. Ito yung SM. Okay, convert ko sa Yan. Tumataas, bumababa, tumataas, bumababa, at tumataas. Although SM is much better here than the PSEI. So, it's also an option for you. Without even choosing any company, just invest in PSEI. You can also gain profit from stock market. So, okay, convert natin to one. So, let's say you are already investing to PSEI index fund since 2010. Your money, so let's say it was only 3,157 last 2010 March. Now it is already more than double, 8,015 na. At the moment, medyo hindi pa niya na-break yung resistance. So, once ma-break ang resistance na yan, that's the only chance that it will go higher. But for now, it seems that hindi pa na-break. So, pa siya, sideways. Bumabalik siya sa okay, actually this is 1 month. So, ibalik natin yung 1 week. So, yan. Okay, sorry, 1 week, that's 1 week, yeah. Yan, so, nagba-bouncing lang siya at this lowest level, yan. So, pag hindi pa na-break ang 8,100 or 8,100 na resistance, that resistance. So, by the way, resistance is actually a connection of 2 points na magkapareho. So, i-connect mo yung dalawang line na yan, then you will be able to get resistance if it is the higher part. If it is at the lower part, then it will be the support. Okay, so para hindi ka ma-confuse si ano ko. So yan, yung sinasabi ko lang dito sa PSCI is that nagba-bouncing lang siya from this resistance line, which is 8,100, then back to 7,800. So yung ibig sabihin nito na as long as hindi pa na-break ang resistance na yan, the price will just move down to 7,800. And pag hindi pa rin na-break ito pababa, then babalik ulit yan sa resistance. So yeah, so the point here is that pwede kang mag-invest sa PSCI also. Index fund ang tawag dyan. Pero kung gusto mo yung individual companies lang, okay rin yan. But you need to choose the best companies. And big companies with good brands and famous brands in the Philippines. To SM, Ayala, Jollibee, Mega World, BPI, itong mga kilalang company. Yung mga company na medyo maliit lang yung capital or hindi pa masyadong kilala, medyo avoid ka muna dyan unless there is really a big reason to invest. For example, Wilcon Depot, bago lang na pumasok sa stock market. But it is very visible na that company is very good kasi consistently delivering good earnings, increasing earnings, and consistent. So recently nagkaroon sila ng quarter 2 result na napakaganda. So ang nangyayari is that pumapasok yung mga investors sa Wilcon. At saka, by the way, in a macroeconomic point of view, Wilcon is really a very good company kasi it's about hardware na nagbebenta ng mga home supplies. Like, for example, supplies to build a house, supplies for a toilet, kitchen. At alam mo naman na sa Pilipinas maraming maganda yung infrastructure natin. I mean, yung infrastructure industry is a booming industry. Marami yung mga real estate na ginagawa. So therefore, nangangailangan sila ng raw materials for that real estate. And Wilcon is one source of that. Alright, so tingnan natin yung Wilcon Depot. So, bago lang ito pumasok si Wilcon sa Philippine stock market few months ago. So, nag-start at May 2017. Tingnan mo. Dito nag-umpisa yung price. Flat. Then, agad-agad umakyat ng 3 pesos per share. 4 pesos maximum. So, if I am an investor, I have already checked the Wilcon Depot. I will invest for this company. But aantayin ko yung correction. Halimbawa, hindi ako bibili dyan. Bibili ako at this level. Kaantayin ko yung level na yan na pag medyo madulas yung yung stock price at that level, then it can be a very good buying opportunity at 8 pesos per share. Alright, so yun. Parang introduction lang yun. Okay, so balik tayo kay Okay, so since support and resistance tayo ngayon, pwede natin gamitin yung Wilcon Depot na example. So, i-plot natin yung support and resistance for Wilcon Depot. Okay? So, para maklaro to, yung support resistance. Kasi sinabi mo na medyo complicated pa sa'yo yung technical analysis. So I'm using now 1-day chart. And I will pull out the trend line or a horizontal line. Horizontal yung ginagamit ko kasi it can really plot as a straight line. So you don't need to estimate kung straight ba or hindi. Kasi ito talagang straight yan. So nakita mo naman, no? So okay, print screen ko muna. Okay, sorry. FN. Nakita mo naman itong mga points na yan. This one, this point sa bottom ng ng candlestick, alam mo naman kung ano yung wick, di ba? Wick yung long line below the body of the candlestick. So the end of that wick and the end of that wick is a common point. Therefore, it's a support line. So we just connect them together. Okay, so as I have said, kailangan natin ng horizontal ray kasi mas madali siya, madali siya i-plot. So yeah, common point. So I colorize it with green. So i-delete ko muna yung isa. So yan, that is our support. Common point here and here. And actually here, this part here, kita mo, this is actually a previous resistance. Kasi upper part siya, di ba? So previously, nandito yung support line natin. But the price moved up and then went to this level na medyo umpisa yung profit taking. Profit taking kasi nakakita na tayo dito ng red na candlestick. Di ba yung red candlesticks are pulling the price down? So, that's ceiling. That's a ceiling or resistance. But, later on, after a few days, that resistance line was broken. See, with a very long candlestick and above average volume. Tingnan mo. This candlestick is the one which broke that resistance line. Ito yung resistance line. Okay, I colorize it with red kasi I'm referring a resistance. So, mayroong long candlestick plus above average volume. That is really a confirmed breakout. Plus, nagkaroon pa ng another candlestick na nag-open with a higher price than the closing price of the previous candlestick. This is the previous candlestick. This is the current candlestick. It is higher than the previous candlestick, di ba? So, it can only indicate na yung buying energy or momentum or yung buyers are really coming in kasi hindi siya nag-umpisa or hindi siya nag-open at this point. Instead, nag-open siya above the closing price of the previous candlestick as an indication na there is a big demand for this stock. So, and then if you check the volume downward, this is the volume. The volume is almost the same with the previous day volume. In that case, this is a confirmed breakout. Na-break nila itong resistance na yan. So, in that case, we can consider this already as a breakout. But later on, tumaas yung price, nag-flattened at this point, then bumaba. Then, nagkaroon ulit ng isa pang candlestick. And in that case, this is now our new support. Kasi this point and that point are common. So, magiging new support na yan. Okay? Medyo sarado ko muna yung pinto kasi yung baby namin naging tatay lang kasi ako last week. Few days lang Last Tuesday, isinilang yung baby ko. Kaya medyo na-busy rin ako. Kasi nag-focus. Thank you. So, yun. Yeah. So, yung misis ko is Hungarian. So, this is Filipino and Hungarian baby. So, yun. That is my biggest investment. Yan ang finukusan ko last week. Alright, so yun, naintindihan mo na. This is now a support line. Dati, this is a resistance line. So, connect mo yan. So, ano ba yung silbi sa atin ng support? Support lines are buying points. This is where we buy the stock. Resistance line, we don't buy there. We sell in the resistance. But exception is this. There is a breakout. Then, if it becomes a new support, then that can be a buying point. So, as you can see, this point, from this point, tumaas yung stock. Yung stock price, nag-flatten, bumaba. Then, bumalik ulit sa the same support line. So, support line, support price is really a very important level. Kasi, dyan nagbabounce back ang price. Unless there is a breakout. Diba? So, yan. Tataas ulit. So, ano naman yung expectation natin? Parang may pattern eh. Down. That one. That one. Then, now, we can assume that this stock might be heading to the same support line. Or, yung babantayan mo is, there might be a breakout. So, sinabi ko sa'yo kanina, if there is a breakout, check the volume always. Is it an above average volume? If it is, then meaning to say the stock might be heading downward to this previous support. So, what is it for us? It means that if the volume is high, you should not buy here. You should wait until there is a reversal. Kasi baka ito na yung maging bagong support. Mayroong support dito eh. Nakita mo yung red candlestick dyan. That's an indication of okay, it was a resistance before. But it can be a support part. So there might be a point wherein the stock price can reverse at that and bumalik ulit sa taas. So this is why this support and resistance are very important. Actually, for me, among all the indicators and trend lines, identifying the support and resistance are very, very crucial in your investment. The technical indicators are just helping you to confirm your support and resistance. They are helping you if there is breakout or not. They are helping you if the trend is upward or downward. But the most important thing here is to determine your support, kasi that is your buying price, and your resistance line, kasi that is your selling price. But it doesn't mean that we should always sell at the resistance. So let's say we have a resistance here. It doesn't mean that that is already our selling price. It depends, kasi maybe this resistance line is not, this 9 pesos is not your target price. Right? If it is not your target price, then don't sell. There is no need to sell. Kasi if your target price is, let's say, at 11 pesos, then wait until there is a breakout. Tataas siya, ganyan. Then, in that case, you will sell at 11. Alright? So, yan. So, that is support and resistance. I hope that it is clear for you. If you have questions, just let me know. Yeah, okay. So, kaya nga na-review ko kasi very, very important talaga ito. Okay, 1 minute. I-open ko lang yung bintana para medyo may hangin dito. Okay. I'm back. Inom na ako. Okay, so ngayon naman, we have plotted out the support and resistance. We need to find out if, so okay, ito, we need to find out if there is uptrend or downtrend. Pero, using our common sense, this is uptrend, di ba? Taas. But this is flattening. Actually, this is now a channel kasi mayroon siyang double bottom. So, in that case, pwede kang mag-draw ng parallel channel. So, i-connect mo lang yung point na yan, at i-drag down. So, parang channel yan. So, ano ba yung silbi ng channel? Ibig sabihin na pwedeng mag-fluctuate lang yung price on that point. So, just a tip, paano ba invest? Paano ba actually, it's around like swing trading. Paano invest sa isang sideways na stock. Pero I'm not recommending this really in a very, very high recommendation, but this is how you can trade it. So if you know that this is sideways, you know that it's going to that, and there is a possibility of bouncing back. Therefore, this is a good buying price. And you know that it will bounce back. And if you see that there is a sell signal using other indicators, then you may sell at that point. So meaning, if there is no chance of breaking out, then you may sell at this point. So with using moving average, ma-determine mo yan na if there is a chance to move back or to pull back. So you buy here, you sell here. So that is 7.9, so 7 pesos, 8 pesos. You sell at 9 pesos. So it's only 1 peso. So you need to have a big amount of money to invest for you to have a kind of meaningful profit. Kasi pag pumili ka lang ng, let's say 5,000 lang yung capital mo, then 1 peso per share lang yung profit na tina-target mo, parang hindi siya masyadong meaningful. So there must be like 100,000 capital for you to have a meaningful profit for this kind of strategy. Yung day trading or swing trading, kailangan niya ng malaking capital. But what I am advocating is really mid-term to long-term, meaning to say that antay ka ng 3 months, 6 months to 1 year for mid-term hanggang sa ma-hit yung target price mo. But of course, kung long-term ka naman, ito yung strategy mo. So ano ba yung strategy mo, by the way? Ano ba yung tina-target mong strategy? Long-term, mid-term, or swing, or what? Long-term. Okay, so mix. Okay, so ganito yun. If you are a kind of investor na you are just waiting until your salary arrive every month, then you cut a percentage of your salary and invest that percentage. I'm doing that actually. So every month, nag-allocate ako ng ilang percentage ng salary ko, like 15%. I always allocate that for investing sa stock. So let's say you have here month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4. So this is company ABC. Company ABC. Yung stock price niya medyo siya dito. Nag-umpisa. Then dito dumating ang first month. Every time may every month, nag-allocate ka ng 15% na investment. Okay, so bumili ka dyan first month. Then, umakyat siya. Okay. Pero, umakyat siya, medyo, nasa resistance line siya. Let's say this is our resistance. So, wag ka munang bibili at that second month. Antayin mo ngayon na medyo bumaba siya ng ganyan. So, in the middle of 2 to 3 months. Or kung hindi pa rin bumaba masyado, let's say, bumaba siya at the third month, at this point, mayroon ka ng mas malaking fund from your salary at month 2 at plus yung salary at month 3. Then, i-add mo yan dalawa. So, 30% na yung mo dito, fund. So, ngayon, mayroon kang 15% dito. Then, 30%. Pag bumili ka ng stock na yan at the same price, like here. So, then, the next weeks, umakyat ulit. Then, naswertehan na na-breakout. So, in that case, mayroong 45% ng salary mo ang umaakyat ng ganyan. Okay? So now, okay, dumating ang 4th month, medyo, halanganin pa kasi mataas na yung price. But, you know that there is a point that nagbabounce back, nagko-correct yung price. This part is happened on the 5th month. At alam mo that this is now, this was a resistance before, and it might be the new support. But using technical analysis, you can confirm if the price might reverse back to here. Because in that case, this is a good buying opportunity. So, ngayon, 45% yung stock mo na umakyat ng ganyan. Then, dinagdagan mo ulit ng another 15%. And the next month, nag-umpisa na ulit umakyat. So, ngayon, 45% plus 15%, mayroon ka ng 60% na fund na umaakyat. So, in net, ganyan yung behavior ng investment. So, ito yung similar to peso cost averaging na strategy. So, wag kang bibili or it's either bibili ka, pero konti lang, or hindi ka muna bibili at antayin mo yung next month. So, let's say, dito sa first month, bumili ka ng 300 shares. Kasi mababa siya. Nasa support line. Dito sa second month, nasa resistance siya, pero gusto mo pa rin mag-invest on that month. Wag kang, ngayon, yung gagawin mo is, bili ka lang muna ng 100 shares. Then, the next month, bumaba siya. Then, the third month, mababa ulit, bili ka ulit ng 300 shares. Pag tumaas siya, okay, medyo nasa 4th month ka na, mataas na. Okay, then 100 shares lang muna. Then pag dito, let's say 5th month, bumaba siya, nasa support line siya. Then buhusan mo ulit ng 300 share or let's say 400, mas mataas pa. So, yan ang peso cost averaging. Alright? So, yan ang isa sa mga strategy na pwede mong gamitin. Iba naman yung strategy pag pang long term ka talaga. Kasi, kung mayroon kang fund na let's say 500,000 agad, mayroon kang ganyan. 500K. Kasi in that case, pwede yung gagawin mo is i-subdivide mo yung fund mo by percentage. Halimbawa, focus ka muna sa 3 companies or 5 companies. Piliin mo yung the best na 5. So, okay, let's say 3 companies lang. Pababain natin, pababa. Gawin natin 100K para mas medyo realistic. Okay, so let's say meron kang 3 companies, you allocate 40% of that 100K, so in that case 40,000 to your first company. You allocate yung 20% sa second company. Pumipili ka ng the best. Another 20% sa third company. So parang equal lang, di ba? So ilan na? 80% lahat. Mayroon kang natitirang 20% pa. Ano yung gagawin natin dito? I-save mo lang muna yan as a kind of backup, as a cash. Wag kang bumili ng stock dito. Wag mong gamitin. Kasi there is a time na umaakyat yung stock at bumababa bigla. At umaakyat. So in that case, this is a buying opportunity. Kung may mga ganyang situation na biglang bumaba, ibuhos mo yung 20% na yan dyan. Or 10%. It's up to you. So nangyari yan dito. For example, yung SM. Okay. Tanggalin ko PSCI. Tingnan mo. Itong very long candlestick. From 658, bumaba siya bigla to 596. But the next day, bumalik sa normal. So, itong mga cases na to is really a very good buying opportunity. But kung hindi ka, nangamba ka, malamang isa ka sa mga nagbenta. So, always remember na you are investing to a very good company. Very good. Of course, you need to confirm it by fundamentals, di ba? Makikita mo naman yan. If there is no such reason to sell, like one of those reasons is that nagkaroon ng napakaliit na earnings during that year or during that quarter. Most of the time, stock prices are going low. Kasi medyo nagiging medyo nagpapakita yan ng change of fundamentals ng isang company. Medyo hindi maganda yung earnings. Medyo yung strategy na ginagamit ng company to earn money maybe not good. Or there was an issue that happened in that company. So that's why the stock price went down. But if there is no reason, no big reason, and then the stock price went down, you may already suspect na this is a very good buying opportunity. So in other words, in a very short word, if there is no change in fundamentals, consider this situation as a very good buying opportunity. Alright? Good. So yun. So balik tayo sa welcome depot. Okay, so ngayon, gamitan natin ng moving average. So gumagamit ako ng exponential moving average na first is a 5 colored red. The second is 15. Pero itong second na it is modifiable. At I will explain to you why. And why it should be modified. As you can see, I don't know kung na-explain ko na dati, but this part is a buying opportunity where the two moving average are meeting or crossover. Then if they meet again at the top, so yung 5 or yung short term na moving average is crossing over the longer term or mid-term moving average, that is a sell signal. But as you can see, kung nag-sell ka dito, although nagbumaba siya, but bumalik ulit. And then nag-create ulit ng sell signal. In that case, there is multiple false signal na na-generate in this combination na 5-15. So try to adjust the 15. Let's say make it 30. So mapapansin mo, medyo na limited na yung false signal. So, although dito, nag-meet, pero hindi naman siya nagtuloy-tuloy na nag-cross, di ba? So, it's not yet a sell signal. So, that's fine. It can be a buying opportunity, actually, which is true. So, that one, we buy here. And that is actually a support line. Now, we are at the resistance line. And actually, the moving average is confirming that that's really a resistance line. So, a moving average can also, beside that, the moving average can indicate a trend. Diba, sabi ko last time na if the price is sitting above the moving averages, short term and mid term or long term, then we consider this trend as uptrend. But if the stock price or candlesticks are lying below the moving average, we consider the trend as downtrend. If it is going up or down and up again, that's a sideways, which is true here. So, diba? Here, nag-down, up ulit, nag-down, nag-up ulit. So, this is a sideways. That's why we can indicate it with a channel na magsa-sideways lang siya at that point. So, in order for us to determine kung magkakaroon ngayon ng reversal, we use moving average also. So, meaning to say na pwede bang, if it is possible for this stock price to move down from this and to here, it is possible using this combination. So, ano ba ulit yun? If this red candlestick, moving average will cross over the other moving average na longer term or mid term. In that case, that's an indication of reversal. So, meaning to say, the price can go down and break this support line here. Alright, so let's find another example. Let's consider SM as one example. Okay. So, lagay ko yung EMA. Dalawa. Then, yung una is 5. Then, red. Always be consistent with your color para hindi ka ma-confuse. Try muna natin yung 15. Okay, dito mayroong buy signal. I-check mo muna kung nagkaroon ba ng mga false signal. Yes, nagkaroon. Ito, may intersection, but actually the price went up more. So in that case, you need to adjust 15 going 30. Ngayon, wala na. Nawala yung false signal, di ba? So nag-up siya, okay dito, lumapit, pero hindi naman nag-cross. Umakyat ulit. So, if in that case, if you buy your stock SM here, and you just need to wait for a sell signal. The sell signal is when the red moving average will cross over the blue moving average, and then you check the volume also. Kasi pag konti lang yung volume, hindi yan convincing na breakout. Baka lang yan, false breakout at bumalik ulit. So always check the volume in every crossover. Like the one that I said earlier na pag may line tayo dyan at then bumaba, gumanyan, check the volume. Okay? Kailangan mataas, above average volume. Then susundan pa ng mas mataas pa or kapareho. That's a confirmed breakout. If it is not big volume, then consider that as a fake breakout. It will come back up. Alright? So, yun. So, back to the SM. So, now, we have SM. Ang gagawin natin dito? So, you may use a trend line. Trend line here. Connect the lowest point here. Okay, we can disregard this point. Just this point here. Then, extend that to the lowest point above the high. This is called the higher low. So, yung mababa sa mataas na point. Then just extend that line. So nakita mo naman dito, di ba, mayroong line dito. I mean, wick. So connect mo lang yan dyan. At then meron ka na ngayong trend line. Ano yung purpose ng trend line? Okay, I will make this blue. Anong purpose ng trend line? Is very important. Kasi aside from crossover of the moving average, you can also use this trend line as a kind of backup and confirmation. Na in this case, if I bought the SM here, and I will say that, and I have a trend line, okay, so yeah, kasi nangyari, yung prices mo, wala pa, kung bumili ka dito, so di ba nag-aantay ka lang ng sell signal. So ngayon wala pang sell signal dito, but it created a lowest point here. So ngayon makakapag-create ka ng trend line, correct? Yeah, good. So in that case, wala pa tayong sell signal dyan. So our sell signal will be using this trend line. You will say that as long as the price of the stock or the candlesticks are just above this trend line, I will not sell. Ito, no sell signal yet. Pero malapit na. Nandito yung current price. Pero hindi pa rin nag-cross, di ba? So, why sell? So, in that case, just hold the stock. Don't sell. So, ganyan. So, kasi posible yan, nagbabouncing lang yan, papataas. Parang yung trend line natin is a guide na yan ang magiging direction ng stock. But if this is happening, this is going to happen, plus the exponential moving average cross like that, then you may consider that point as a selling point already. Kasi it can happen na magre-reverse na yung stock. So to avoid losing money, I mean losing the opportunity to sell, I mean to avoid missing that opportunity to sell, then use this trick. Use a trend line, use the exponential moving average. This is a very very simple strategy. Kahit ito lang, pwede ka nang kumita sa stock market. Of course, the volume, ha. Ganyan lang. So, hindi mahirap, but it is profitable strategy. I have already made profit many times from this strategy. Alright, so tingnan natin yung dito. Ano ba yung pwedeng maging example? Okay, tingnan mo. Let's say for example, wala pang future na prices. Ito yung tinitingnan natin. Nag-create ako dito ng trend line. Diba? Ito buying opportunity. Then dito makapag-draw ako ng trend line. Extend. Yan. So, as you can see, this is a buying point kasi nag-cross yung red to blue from under. Buying point. Then, okay, nag-up siya. Okay, dito, nag-down. Pero very close na siya sa nag-create siya ng higher low. So, ngayon, pwede ka mag-create ng trend line. So, in that case, sasabihin mo na, as long as the price is above this trend line, I will not sell. Now, ngayon, nag-cross siya. So, it is already giving you a warning signal na, oy, this stock might be heading downtrend. Okay, that's your first point, first signal na na-break niya yung trend line, but you need to confirm it also with moving average. So yung moving average, as you can see, heading towards the blue na nag-cross. Pag mag-cross na yan with a high volume, sell. Okay? So as you can see, ano nangyari? So tingin ka sa baba, volume above average. Then the next day, above average pa rin. So that is a sell signal. Ano nangyari? Nag-down nga siya. Tingnan mo. Then, using that strategy, you will be able to avoid this one happening. I mean, you will avoid that nadali ka dito. Okay ito para sa mga buyers. Pero kung nandun ka na sa stock, ma-avoid mo yan by using this strategy. So, di ba? But of course, iba naman pag long-term ka. Kung long-term mo si SM, you may consider this as a positive interpretation. Okay, bumili ako dito. Posible, okay, na-meet niya yan, na-break niya yan, then nagkaroon pa ng crossover dito. Masasabi ko na, okay, I will not sell, but I am planning to add more shares to this SM. Kasi magkakaroon ng buying opportunity. Diba? So, ngayon, kung ganyan ang strategy mo, hanapin mo ngayon ang support. And the support is this one. Diba? Ito yung pinaka-lowest support. So, ngayon, kung nagkaroon siya ng break, diba? Sabi natin na magda-downtrend yan. Heading to downtrend. Therefore, kung mag-downtrend siya, antayin natin na yung price bumaba to the support line. At saka tayo bibili. At ngayon nga, kung ginamit natin yung style na yun, the strategy, makakabili tayo sa SM dito. You will buy more shares here at this point. At ngayon nga, at kung nakabili ka na, then nag-skyrocket yung SM. Mas malaking fund yung umaakyat ngayon. Hindi lang 50, let's say, bumili ka ng 100 shares. Pero kung bumili ka ulit ng 200 shares, mayroon ka ng 300 shares na umaakyat. Gets? Strategy. So, kahit yan lang, you are in a very, very good shape. Alright, so I hope it's really clear. Okay, so i-delete ko muna mga to. Ngayon naman, ipakita ko sa iyo yung isang tool na tinatawag na Fibonacci retrace at extension. Yung purpose niyan, yung Fibonacci retracement, is actually just to find out support and resistance automatically. So, we want to go over on the mathematical explanation kung ano yung Fibonacci. Basta yung Fibonacci is actually a pattern, sequence na na-discover ni Leonardo Fibonacci, isang Italian mathematician. So, we don't have time now to discuss what is really that, the mathematical part niya. So, I just give it to you as an assignment. But I am going to describe to you how to use it in the technical chart. So, it's very easy. So, before that pala, kailangan ko lang i-describe ito. So, basically, di ba yung stock tumataas? Pero, there is a time na bumababa siya. Then, tumataas, hold it. So, yung Fibonacci retracement is allowing you to figure out that how much percentage siya bababa. If this is the first point, tumaas siya ng ganyan, that's your 100% move. 100% move. But how many percent yung ibababa niya or possible niya ibaba? That can be determined via Fibonacci retracement. So, okay, example. So, ito, isang magandang halimbawa. Okay, screenshot. Okay, cut ko muna yung para hindi ka malito. Ito lang muna yung focusan natin. Okay. Yan. So, kung mapapansin mo, from this point, going uptrend. hanggang dyan. But, bumaba siya hanggang dyan. So, what is this percentage? That can be found out via Fibonacci. So, what is this percentage before siya mag-bounce back? So, in that case, na-anticipate natin kung ano ba yung point na pwede tayong bumuli ulit ng stock before siya bumalik. Right? Or it is also giving us a kind of clue na pag nabili natin yung stock dito, tumaas siya ng ganyan at nag-umpisang bumaba, na huwag tayong magpanic kasi there can be a point of retracement, which is that point. But there are more possible percentage, but only 3 is the most probable percentage. Ano yun? So, okay, I pull out the Fibonacci retracement tool. Okay, ano ko lang muna siya dyan. So, dito mo yan mapupull out. Dito, Fibonacci retracement. Kita mo? Nakita mo yung ano? Yeah, okay. Yan, so, yan. So, kuha ka ng first point dito, yung pinakamababa. Okay, hindi na natin i-consider ito. Ito na lang. Then, i-pull out mo siya pataas. Hanap ka ng highest point niya. Yan. Kung mapapansin mo, mayroon siyang percentage. Una is 0.236. 0.382. So, these are actually percentage. These are Fibonacci ratio. So, kung bakit na-arrive yan, i-research mo na lang. So, this is, di ba, pag i-times 100 mo yan, magiging percent yan. 23.6%, 38.2%, 0.5 or 50%, 61.8%, and 78.6%. At ito yung 100%. Marami siyang ano dyan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pero, tatlo lang yung highest probable. Although the others are probable, but not really the most probable. So, ano yun? So, yung most probable are the 3. Okay. Una. Okay, so, yung most probable are this. Is 3. So, yung 23.6 at 78.6, medyo less probable siya. So, ito na lang yung focusin natin na options, okay? So, back to the chart. Kung mapapansin mo, nag-umpisa tayo dito, tumaas siya ng ganyan. Saan siya nag-bounce back before umakyat? Okay, by the way, yung pag-pull mo dito sa kung saan siya nag-umpisang bumaba, hindi dito sa pinakataas. But, saan siya nag-umpisa mag-downtrend? Yung red candlestick yung hanapin mo. As you can see, ito yung point na lowest before siya nag-bounce up or nag-retrace. So, ano yung point na yan? That is 38.2%. So, in that case, tumatama talaga siya. So, it can be here. Kung hindi dito, it can be here. If it is not here, it can be here. If it is still not here, then consider that the stock is going already downtrend, going to that trend. So, meaning that your next possible support price is already here at 100% before siya bumalik. So, kuha. So, yan ang essence niya. So, by the way, so, ito pala, itong mga lines na yan ng Fibonacci are actually support and resistance levels. Mga yan, mga support and resistance na automatic na-generate niya. Pero yung pinipili lang natin as a support are those which are most probable. Okay, so tandaan mo yung tatlo na yan, most probable. Itong tatlo na yan. Okay. So, yun. So, yun ya. Tumaas nga. Pero, yung Fibonacci retracement, hindi mo malalaman kung nag-retrace siya hanggang saan siya aabot. Hindi mo malalaman yan kay Fibonacci retracement kung hanggang saan yung target niya na price before siya mag-bounce down. You can use that, you can find that out using extension. So, okay. So, yung illustration natin dito. Diba? Ganyan, umakyat ng ganyan, bumaba ng ganyan. So, using Fibonacci retracement, malalaman mo kung saan siya magbabounce back. Ganyan. So, ano to? Anong point na yan? Possible na target price. So, TP. So, magagamit mo yan kung gusto mo swing trade or for long term also. So, malalaman natin yan using extension. So, yung Fibonacci retracement are 2 points only using that technical indicator or using that tool. Dalawa yung points. Click dyan at click dito at makapag-generate ka na. Pero yung extension, 3 points. Click ka dyan sa lowest point, sa highest point, at click mo pa rin itong part kung saan siya nag-reverse. Saka mo malalaman yung target. So, ito, sample. So, ganito pa rin, same section. Click ka dyan. At nakita mo itong trend base Fib extension. Yan. That is Fibonacci extension. Okay, so using what we learned earlier, click ka at the lowest point, click at that point, at click at the third point. So now you have the target price. Okay, so actually, target price, yung most probable is 61.8. Ito na lang. So, the others are also possible, but the most probable is 61.8. Although, kung makikita mo, above pa siya. So, hindi masyadong accurate at this point, but it can already give us a clue that aabot dyan yung price. So, of course, you can sell at this point. But if you can, when you are using a technical indicator, always take note that we are not just using those independently. We always need to use other indicators as well to support our theory. So, alam mo na this is already a target price. But if the chart or the other technical indicators are not saying that it is a selling price or if it is a selling point, then why sell, right? So kung nabili mo siya dito, kung titingnan mo, balik tayo sa moving average, and this is our target price, is it really a selling price or a selling signal? The answer is no, kasi the red did not intersect with the blue. Get? So, for me, this is more reliable than just relying on Fibonacci. In case of selling, Pero ang Fibonacci retracement, maganda talaga gamitin to determine saan siya magbabounce back. But in selling, this moving average is really one of the best. Okay, so ngayon, there is no sell signal yet. What about kung hindi ka pa nakapasok kay SM, pero gusto mong pumasok, gusto mong mag-invest, saan mo bibilin? Saan bibilin? Ito yung kasagutan yan. Okay. Ito. So, yung point kung saan yung red na moving average is going close to the blue. This point. At ngayon, ito, parang lalapit ulit. It can be your next buying point. So, ito pala, by the way, napakagandang ano. Now, di ba, hindi tayo sure kung magbabounce back ba ang ganyan or gaganyan siya. So, paano natin i-handle yan? Yung gawin mo is, kung gusto mo talagang mag-invest kay SM, buy at that point. But, you should set a kind of stop loss at a certain level na parang reliable. Halimbawa, ito yung pinaka-lowest at this point, right? Don't put your stop loss very close to that buying price kasi kakainin lang yan, yung stop loss mo. Stop loss meaning to say na pag bumaba siya, at that point, ibibenta mo na siya. Para ma-minimize mo yung loss. Kasi nabili mo siya at that price pero bumaba pala ng ganyan. Pag hindi ka mag-stop loss, bumaba pa ng ganyan, you are now in trouble, di ba? Magpapanik ka. So to avoid loss, kasi hindi talaga natin 100% ma-predict ang stock market unless meron tayong bulang kristal. So kailangan natin ng mga ganitong tricks. So if you buy at this, you really are interested to buy SM, buy here, set a stop loss somewhere here na kapanipaniwala na if it will cross to this lowest point here, for example, at 780. Bakit ko napili yan? Kasi nandito yung wick, ang bottom niya, di ba? Piliin mo yung bottom. Of course, hindi mo ibenta at 780 kasi pwede siyang tamaan. Support kasi yan mo at somewhere around 768 na outside sa wick na yan. Okay? Kasi pwedeng tamaan siya. Kakainin lang yung stop loss mo. In that case, mabebenta mo siya pero nag-bounce back pala. Pero pag ilagay mo siya medyo below that support line, then minimal yung possibility na siya tamaan. Alright? Pero wag mo siyang ilalagay ng napakalayo masyado unless you are really a long-term investor. Kung mid-term yung approach mo, sinabi mo kasi kanina na mid-term, gusto mo mag-mid-term then yung stop loss mo, ilagay mo sa really reasonable point. Okay? So, this section is really reasonable. Kasi, as you can see, itong section ng price na yan is nag-flatten lang. So, hanap ka ng common points dyan na pwedeng bumaba siya pero balik ulit pataas. Pag long term ka, yung stop loss mo is also long term. Kasi pag long term ka, di ba, pag bumaba yung price, we consider that as a buying opportunity. So we buy more if the price is going below at a certain level, napakababa. Kasi it's possible also naman na tumaas ulit, di ba? Okay? So depende sa strategy. Yung mid-term, yung stop loss mo is much closer to the buying price. Wow, so marami ka nang natutunan ngayon. So these are really, for me, these are really not so complicated strategies. Wala masyadong indicators na involved. Just the common sense and some few indicators. Then yun, yung retracement extension, okay yun. Pwede mong gamitin yun, but you need to practice, okay? So, by the way, yung retracement extension, pwede mo rin gamitin for downtrending stocks. So, sometimes stocks are going downtrend. At paano malaman kung hanggang saan siya magbabounce ulit before siya magtuloy-tuloy. It can be used also. So, yan? ano yung level na yan, you can use retracement. So, saan na-apply yung ano na yan? Yung downtrend, I mean Fibonacci retracement on a downtrend stock. Let's say, nabili mo yung stock at this point. Ngayon, okay, gumanyan siya. Akala mo na magtutuloy-tuloy siya, pero reverse yung nangyari. Nag-down siya ng ganyan. Ngayon, gusto mong mag-exit sa ano na yan, sa stock na yan. Huwag mong ibenta at this point. Hantay ka ng pullback or retrace. Pwede mong ibenta dyan. At least, na-minimize mo yung loss. Diba? Ito. May loss ka pero medyo minimize. Okay, this is only the case na nagkamali ka at it was already too late to to find out. Ako nagkakamali din ako. So tingnan mo to. Ito yung stock ko dito sa one of the stocks here in Europe. Isa itong pharmaceutical company. Nagkamali ako. Richter Gideon. Yung mali ko is hindi ko nabenta ng tamang oras. Nagantay pa ako na bumaba ng bumaba masyado. Pakita ko sa'yo. Medyo yung okay, bumabagal yung PC ko. Maraming indicators. Kasi ginamitan ko talaga to na ginamitan ko na maraming indicators to identify talaga na magtutuloy-tuloy ba yung downtrending. Kasi dito nag-umpisa na mag-downtrend dito. Pero gusto kong ma-identify na magba-bounce back ba at what point magba-bounce back. Kasi ayaw ko ng ganito. Ito yung gusto kong i-avoid na magtuloy-tuloy kasi pwede siyang lumagpak ng ganyan kababa. Napakababa na yan. So, gusto kong i-avoid yan. So, yung stock is nabili ko at 680, 690. Nag-averaging lang ako at this point. Tumaas. Pero, okay, enlarge ko Okay. Nabili ko at around 680, 690 yung iba. Kasi averaging to Minsan, in the first month, bumili ako 690. The next month, 680. Next month, 685. So, average. So, I was anticipating that the stock will go high. Like that. Di ba may trend line? Kita mo? Okay, delete ko yung ibang trend lines. Ito, trend line. So, ito nag-cross at this point. So, dapat nabenta ko na. Tapos, mayroon pang sell signal, di ba? Yung red nag-cross sa By the way, nag-generate siya ng false. So, gawin kong 30. Okay, now, this is the sell signal. Nag-cross siya sa trend line, nagkaroon pa ng crossover sa moving average. That should be my sell signal, but hindi ko nabenta. Ngayon, nagtuloy-tuloy siya, and it was too late already. Pero using Fibonacci retracement, nalaman ko na there is a chance for a pullback. So, I should not sell. So, kung yan ang natin, chart, dito yung lowest point ko, at i-pull up ko sa pinaka-taas na kung saan yung red candlestick. Malalaman mo na, okay, hindi ito naglalay at the favorite ratio natin, but it is also in 23.6, which is one of the Fibonacci ratio. Tingnan mo. 23.6. Saan? Nag-bounce back ngayon, di ba? Yan. So, hindi ko ibebenta unless mag-cross siya dito. So, yan. Hindi nga nag-cross. So, bumalik. In that case, as long ngayon, nag-draw na naman ako ng isang trend line. As long na yung candlestick hindi mag-cross to the trend line, then I can safely say na this stock is continuing to go uptrend again, reversal. Gets? Hello? Okay, yeah. So, yes. So, yun nga. So, yan. So, malapit na tayong matapos. Ipakita ko na lang itong ano. So, okay, balik tayo sa SM. Yung OBB. So, OBB is a volume used for volume indication. So, on balance volume. So, simple lang yung ano niya, purpose. So, as you can see, from this to this is uptrending, di ba? The volume should be uptrending. So, OBB. So, this point to this point, uptrending. So, it is, agreeing to each other. Okay, kuha tayo ng mas maliit na range kasi yan, napaka-tagal yung range. Dito naman, from this level to this level is uptrending. Okay, delete ko yan. Uptrending, then the volume should be uptrending as well. Yan. So, in that case, they are agreeing to each other. From this point naman to this point, they are downtrending. The volume should be downtrending. In that case, there is a chance na itong downtrend na yan will continue downward more. But there is a time na nagdi-disagree yung trend. Tingnan mo ito. From here to here, uptrend. Actually, medyo dyan lang. Pero kung i-consider natin ito, diba uptrend. But using the same points, this is downtrend. So this is divergence of price and the volume. So in that case, pag ganyan ang behavior, uptrend and downtrend, we are anticipating that the price may go down later in the next round, which is true. Although nag-go down siya, pero hindi masyadong deep. Hindi masyadong mababa na pag-down. Okay? So ganyan lang yung OBB. So also you can use it for breakouts. Okay, let's say this is a breakout. This is our resistance, okay? Then if there is a breakout, there must be a considerable volume to believe that it is a confirmed breakout. Okay, dito natin lagay. Say resistance yan dyan. There must be a breakout. And di ba, itong point na yan is a resistance. Then sabi natin, pag nag-breakout, dapat yung volume is rising, which is true. That is really a big rise of volume. Alright? So, ganun lang. Yung isa naman, yung ADX naman, is just a very simple indicator to indicate that there is a trend or no trend. If it is going up, there is a trend, which is true. This is trend. There is uptrend. And by the way, it doesn't matter kung uptrend or downtrend. It's just saying that there is a trend. This one and this one is, there is no trend. So that's why there is no trend nga kasi flat. Okay, let's give an example of a downtrend. Okay, this is downtrend. This is downtrend. And OBB. Okay, at this small point only. Uptrend. I mean, there is a trend. Diba? Downtrend. So there is a trend. Down, which is downtrend. Which is indicated by ADX. So this is also, there is a trend. That's why from this point to this point, there is a real trend, which is uptrend. Alright, so any question? Okay, so kung may tanong ka later on, pwede ka write a message sa akin. Okay? So, nasabi ko naman sa'yo, di ba dati, na pwede mong screenshot ito. Yung chart like this. Click mo lang yan at then copy the link. Yan. Copy link and then send the link to me. Yun lang. And then, yeah. So, good luck sa yung exam. At then, kung gusto kang mag-review for this, then let me know. But I will send you a copy of this recording. But just don't share it to others. Kasi actually, binebenta ko itong recorder. Just for you. Gusto ko lang talaga na magamit mo sa kind of review material. Yung session 2, i-send ko. Ilagay ko sa Google Drive. Just download it. Kasi later on, baka i-delete ko yan. Okay? Sabihin ko sa'yo yung link. Yung session 1, hindi ko pa na-record kasi nagkaroon ng failure yung previous application ko. Ngayon, nakahanap ako ng magandang application. Okay siya. So, actually, ito yun. Ito. Ayan. Pag-stop ko yan, okay na. Galing, di ba? So, while nag-uusap tayo dito, recorded yan lahat. Pati nga yung camera ko pwedeng ma-record yan. Saan na ba yan? Okay, ngayon yung camera ko is not here. I don't know why. Baka, kasi, ginagamit niya yung camera sa Hangout. Anyway. Alright, so thank you very much. And this is the end of our sessions. All I can say is that thanks for trusting me as your mentor. And then I hope that you have learned a lot from me. If you have more questions, don't hesitate to ask me. This is really my aim to help newbies to somehow prosper in stocks. Kasi alam ko naman na it's so hard to be a newbie. And interesado ka, pero kung walang nagtuturo, it's so hard. I have been in that situation. So, yeah. If you have may mga kaibigan ka na interesado din matuto, just let me know. I mean, you can refer me. Okay, thank you very much, Lilian. And I hope and I wish you good luck for your road to investing. And again, good luck to your exams. Thank you very much. Have a nice Sunday to you. Bye.